So that was the first of the mixed doubles matches in the BWF Destination Dubai World Super Series finals. And the defending champions, the 3 times winners, Jochen Fischer and Kristinda Pedersen, off to exactly the start that they wanted. So this Group B match, and of course no matches in a Group A. So our next match will be women's doubles. Number 2 seeds, Miyuki and R.Kakiiwa. There they are. Japanese pair up against the Asian Games gold medalists from Indonesia. Waiting in the wings, the last final moments, always very nerve-wracking as far as the players are concerned. The number 2 seeds from Japan, M.Meada and Reika. Contested all 12 Super Series prior to these Super Series finals. Reach one final too. First ever Super Series final, their home event in Japan. But here come Greysia and Nitya Krishinda Maheswari, the Indonesian pair that won gold at the Asian Games. Led out by G.Polii. And for G.Polii, appearing at her 3rd Super Series finals with her 3rd different partner. That in itself is quite remarkable. Reached the semi-final in 2008 in Kota Kinabalu, playing with Joe Novita. And then in 2010 Super Series finals in Taipei with Liliana Johari.
Nitya.
All right,
yeah.
Who receives? Maida? Okay, have a good one.
So the toss of the coin complete, the decision as to who's going to start, who's going to receive, which ends the pairs will be, all decided. So to the Indonesians first, G.Polii on the right as we look at them, 27 years of age, brought up in Manado in the north of North Sulawesi. Her partner, well, she enjoyed her 26th birthday yesterday. Nitya Krishinda Maheswari, born in Blitar in East Java. Number 9 on the world ranking, but as far as their Super Series ranking, finished the year as number 11. Now, in case you're wondering why they've qualified for the Super Series finals, 5 Chinese pairs in the top 10, and you're only allowed 2 pairs or players from the same nation at the Super Series finals, and therefore we had to go down to the number 11, and it was this pair from Indonesia. 8 tournaments for the Indonesians over this last 12 months for their opponents. All 12, and as I was saying, reached the final of the Japan Super Series, where they lost out to their teammates Matsutomo and Takahashi. World ranking at the moment of 5, but Super Series ranking of 2. So therefore the number 2 seeds. Maeda, 29 years of age from Kirishima, and Reika 25 from Kumamoto. And there you can see their win-loss record for the year. Well, that's all tournaments as far as their Super Series is concerned. 1 final, 3 semi-finals, 5 quarter-finals, and 3 second-round losses. So they've always been one of those pairs that have been a pair that can challenge and always give opponents a very hard battle. So our umpire for this one is Bert van Horenbeek of Belgium. And Simon Au from Hong Kong, our service judge. Well, these two pairs will know each other pretty well. This is the 5th meeting between the two of them. But I think what's interesting, Morton, is that the Indonesians have actually won on the last 2 occasions, including the quarter-final of the recent Hong Kong Super Series event. So the Asian Games gold medalists
On my right, Miyuki
probably
Maeda,
approaching this
Reika,
with great
R.Kakiiwa,
confidence.
Japan. On my left, G.Polii, Nitya, Krishinda, Maheswari, Indonesia. Nitya, Krishinda, Maheswari, serve to Miyuki Maeda, love all, play.
So the number 2 seeds from Japan, M.Meada and R.Kakiiwa. Near side of the court as we look down against the Asian Games gold medalists of G.Polii and Nitya, Krishinda, Maheswari. Well, I think we can expect more and more rallies like that, Morton. I mentioned the last time these two pairs met, quarter-final of the Hong Kong Super Series. The score in favour of the Indonesians was 21-15, 23-21, and those 2 games took 1 hour and 12 minutes. And we start with an opening rally of 35 shots.
Yep.
1-1.
Somehow, I don't know, but I think the conditions here, they favour the Japanese pair. And I think it will be very difficult for them to win. But let's see. As you say, it's a very even match. Somehow I just feel that as I say, the conditions here in this stadium is just in favour of the Japanese pair. Let's see if that happens.
3-1. Service fault call.
Service fault call,
Serves
struck
over.
above the waist.
2-3.
As she knows, we've seen them play, the partnership play on a number of occasions, and G.Polii is faulted now and again on her serve.
Oh. Well, a big gap. You've got to question Reika-Kakiiwa's smash across court there, really playing her partner into trouble.
Five, 2.
Well, Maeda wants the shuttle changed, and the Indonesians do indeed oblige.
Serves over. 3-6.
As you know, Jill, I'm a great fan of the Indonesian pair, and I think that they play well, and I saw them win against the world champions from China in Chinese Taipei Open in June, July, and they played really well. Sometimes I think that Maheswari is a little bit underrated. You know, when you look at a combination like this, everybody would say, oh, G.Polii is, you know, she's the adventurous, she's the one that plays all the fancy shots and all that. Yes, she can play really well, but she can also be the downfall of the combination. And Maheswari is playing a more even, steady game. And that's why I think the combination might be in trouble here, because it will be very difficult for them to play winners, and I think eventually the Japanese pair will settle in to a very, very strong defense, and it will be virtually impossible for the Indonesians to come through. And then G.Polii start taking more and more chances. And I think this rally here, while I was talking, was a very fine example of it.
And that's a perfect example. G.Polii trying to play too perfect and making the error.
Yeah, she knows it's got to be so good in order to win it that she's overdoing it. And I think that will happen more and more in the match. And that's when I said I think the circumstances here is really favouring the Japanese team.
Well, this is a run of 5 straight points from 2-6 adrift. That's a nice block. Unbelievable!
But that's what it takes to get it down. Well played by Maheswari in the picture here. Really well played. She did it. She did all the hard work.
37 shots. Jump smash there from R.Kakiiwa.
8-7.
Quick glimpse of their coach there, N.K.Mah. Yeah. Which of the two Indonesian players has mentally broken first? As you predicted, Morten, G.Polii
She has.
ran out of patience.
Yeah, she's going tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
And that was a long rally. I know the previous one was 37, and that was the longest rally so far, but I think this one was probably overtaking it, but let's see. Good defense there by R.Kakiiwa.
Serves over 8-9.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, good smash. In between the two Japanese players, the final smash from Greysia. Bisecting the Japanese defence. A little bit of a discrepancy between the two pairs as to whether the shuttle should be changed or not. 9-all.
Play.
I think this is possibly the longest rally now.
Yeah, the other one was only 36, I heard. But yes, I think you're right. But honestly, I think the Japanese are doing a major mistake here. Again, if we count all the shots and how many shots that Maheswari has played and how many shots Polii has played, the Japanese are adding far too much pressure on Maheswari, who doesn't really care. She can play like this for hours. It's Polii that will break down. And they have to just really add on the pressure. And she will take the chance eventually. She will play a few winners, yes, but she will play mistakes as well.
Well, the mistake has come from Miyuki M.Meada. Yeah, she's not happy with herself. 105 shots. Extraordinary. Yeah, no wonder she's breathing heavily. And on a run of 4 straight points, the Indonesians go to the mid-game interval with a 2-point advantage, going from 7-9 down to be 11-9 up at this mid-game interval.
Kalau dia diteng itu dia tetap suka banget, tapi kalau kasih bola setengah, kadang biar partnernya yang ngambil nggak apa-apa, tapi ada bola-bola setengahnya, jangan terlalu polos, ngelop terus dia kenakan, dia malah seneng. Ya ada bola-bola setengahnya aja.
Setengah ke belakang
divariasi aja. Ya kayak kamu dicoba apa, kadang kasih setengah ini. Jangan suka.
Well, N.K.Mah from Japan never spends too long talking to his players. Concise instructions.
Miyuki.
Oh, the umpire's going to have a word with Miyuki. Mm.
11-9.
Not returning to court when instructed to do so.
Late.
So 11-9 the advantage for the Indonesians.
Serves over. 10-11.
Got back well for that flick serve, the G.Polii. Yeah. Well, another absolute marathon rally. 110 shots this time. Now, Morten, I know that you have already explained about the shuttles being slow, and by that I'd like to expand on that a little bit, because they're not playing slow, but when the feathers are put into the cork of the shuttle and they're put in a little too rigid, it means that when the players try smashing them, the shuttle doesn't collapse as much as it does with other shuttles, which means, of course, for the clears, it plays perfectly fine, but for the smashes, because the shuttle doesn't collapse as much, you've still got the full diameter almost of the feathers, and therefore the smashes seem slow. So having just explained that, to me, I'm watching this, it is truly extraordinary the way these players can defend. But well put away. you and I have sat and watched some wonderful women's doubles of late
Yes.
with the Olympic champions, who are now the world champions as well. The two top Chinese pairs are all out attack. They want to attack and they want to attack. Now, I know that you've said that these players here are struggling to get the shuttle going down, but I watched very carefully in that previous rally, that 110 shot rally. Now, look at G.Polii at the net. There's hardly any movement. Now, I would have liked to see her really pounce on that first opportunity and try and finish the rally. I don't think there's enough trying to intercept.
Not
at the
enough
front.
urgency on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Because they know the quality of their defensive play, all four players on court. It's almost as if they're afraid to really take the half chance at the net.
They're holding back.
Yeah. And I'd like to see them, you know, just go for everything. Try and intercept at the net. Physically, it's more demanding.
Yeah, but you also make more mistakes, and that's possibly what they're
Afraid
scared of. Yes.
Yeah.
But I still think if the Japanese wants to apply this kind of tactics to it, I think they should direct more shots towards G.Polii. If they really want to play this kind of game, okay, fine, do it, but then do it with a purpose.
That's a nice shot.
That's
Yeah.
a good rescue shot there.
Yeah.
Service over.
Very, very good play on that
12,
cross-court net shot
15.
from Reika.
That was only 74 shots.
Thank you.
21 minutes already this match in duration. No wonder they're perspiring. That was a missed
13,
opportunity.
15.
Yes, I feel that Maheswari has got more power than the other three has got, and she can be a very decisive factor in this match.
Fourteen, 15.
That's a beautiful block. There's a bit more variation in the attack now from the Indonesians.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking the same, that, you know, when you look at the Japanese, and obviously they have the back to the cameras, as what we're watching now. You see all their smashes. It's very clean smashes. So they just go for power, but the power isn't enough. They need to find the angles, they need to play different shots. They need to play some more block shots, drop shots, slice shots, half smashes and so on. They really have to start to vary it. But every single time we see them, they play with the same power, pace, and there is no disguise or deception in their shots at all.
Seventeen, 14.
Yeah, now given what you've just said, Morton, you know, all their attack, I know that the Japanese pair actually put in a couple of drop shots there, but they were too loopy. They need a bit more pace on them. Yeah, opponents can read what's happening. They can step in and they can get it back. So it's really not putting opponents under pressure, even when they threw in the drop shots.
No, as you say, they were too loose. They're not enough pace into them. That's well placed. And that's not so good.
Well, flatter smash drew the error in the end, but
15, 17.
a little bit fortunate to get away with that, the Japanese pair. Oh, that's well taken. Now, that's exactly what I was referring to.
Yes.
Take the chance at the net, really go for it, instead of just getting there a little bit late and being prepared to lift. G.Polii in this rally doing that one. That's what I want to see more of.
Totally agree. Totally. And that possibly will force the opponents out of the shell as well, because then, you know, if they're losing points like that, suddenly it's not enough to just play safe and wait.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Serve 16,
A little more
18.
aggression and urgency in that rally from Miyuki. Yeah, this is hotting up a bit now. Well played, good rally.
17, 18.
the right idea from Miyuki.
Service over. Miyuki.
Come here, please. Don't do this with the shuttle, okay? Change it.
Oh, well spotted by our
19,
umpire.
17.
Bert van Horenbeck of Belgium. There he is. Now, did she squeeze the shuttle, or you're not allowed to interfere with the shuttle in any way? Players, of course, naturally try and smooth out the feathers of the shuttle. That's just habit from the training courts, I'm sure. But he obviously spotted something that he didn't like, and here we are. 2 quick
20,
points,
game point,
and
17.
now 3 game point opportunities for the Indonesians. Oh, she's run off to change her racket. Come back on. Oh, and I thought she was going to play the winner. My goodness me.
It was close. It was very, very close. She'd played that winner.
Knew that the strings had been broken in her racket and therefore dashed off to grab another one. G.Polii. Having finally got the opportunity to hit in a downward direction. And Nitya,
20.
Krishinda, Maheswari completely mistiming the shots. There she goes. G.Polii's run off. She's got a new racket. Very nearly played the winner.
What a chance, and what a chance he had. But I must admit, once again, I just have to stress, I do not feel, if you look at it from a Japanese point of view, I really don't think they play the right tactics. They are adding far too much pressure on Maheswari and not as much on Polii, and they have to reverse that. Maheswari, she can play like this for hours.
Still game point opportunities for the Indonesians. Oh, good defence. Oh! And the shuttle hitting R.Kakiiwa. And therefore the point to Greysia
First game
Polii.
won by Nitya, Krishinda, Maheswari, G.Polii, 21-18.
21-18 confirms the umpire. The game in favour of G.Polii and Nitya Krishinda Maheswari. My goodness me.
Mancing itu ada bola-bola setengahnya gitu. Tapi yang penting habis kasih bola setengah itu siap lagi.
For that opening
dia
game.
Mereka nggak kenceng-kenceng kok bola setengah, malah mereka ragu-ragu. Tapi kalau deng gitu dia malah lebih enak banget dia nyerangnya. Ya kadang-kadang kasih pancing gitu aja. Sama satu lagi pas bola servis atau nerima servis, nah itu kesempatan kalian bisa nyolong poin di situ. Ya kadang Grace kan siap, jagain, bisa nyolong poinnya di situ. Ya, tapi kalau udah rally ya sabarin lagi. Nah cuma rallynya jangan terlalu polos, itu aja. Ya kadang kasih bola setengah siap lagi, silangin banting gitu. Ya jagain aja habis ini.
使ってハーフ使った後は自分ドライブしてハーフとかドライブしないよ後ろでもう一回上げれるようにね向こうハーフ手で使うでしょもう一回ドライブ待ってるからコースがこれをもうちょっと高く上げれるようにそれを長く続けるように特にポリ使ったら自分すぐドライブに入らなくていいもう一回後ろでかねそれを続くね簡単に攻め急がないでね必ずラリーする逆に自分がさっき倒れるでね逆に向こうがこうチャンス
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
Oh my goodness me, what an opening game that was. 34 minutes, 21-18 in favour of the Indonesians.
Yes, imagine if that's gone to 29-all.
Well, we might have it yet in the third game.
Love.
Yeah, we might have it. When I was commentating in Macau, I had one. 29-all.
Oh my goodness me. Shuttle box has toppled over. But the players weren't distracted by it. I think I was more distracted by it. A service judge there.
I think you could hear the noise in
Yeah.
the microphone.
Serves over. 2, 1. Three, 1.
Involve the net player more.
Yeah, but I think what was clever about this was that once again it's Maheswari that's covering Polii, and this time the block shot was played so far to Polii's side that Maheswari couldn't get it. That's good play.
Serves over.
That's really good play.
2, 3.
Nice cross-court smash by Maheswari, really playing it for an opportunity for Polii, and she intercepted it so well down the line. But good play by the Indonesians here. Oh, that's good. R.Kakiiwa, very good to get that one. That's wide. That was going wide. That was definitely going wide, but M.Meada decided to take it, and I'm sure she's debating with herself now. How come did I make that mistake? Yeah, she's definitely looking at the line.
Yeah.
Serves over. 4-3.
Definitely more proactive at the front of the court.
Reika.
But once again, I think it's R.Kakiiwa. She's more adventurous of the two. The player serving now.
Yeah, Olympic silver medalist with Mizuki Fuji in London 2012.
5-3. Yeah, quickly. Yes, quickly.
Yeah. She's trying to leave it.
Yeah,
Hit her.
can't get away from it.
And of course, in case you're wondering what happened to R.Kakiiwa's former partner, Mizuki Fuji badly injured herself, and because forced out of the tour, Miyuki and R.Kakiiwa formed their partnership, and highly successful it's been too. So they've stuck together. Good flick serve.
That's wide. Yes.
Warner's challenge here.
Challenge. G.Polii called in.
I think that's wide. I think once again the line judge is correct, and I think they will lose a challenge. But it's on the line furthest away from us, so let's see.
Yeah.
It's way out, isn't it?
Challenge unsuccessful. G.Polii remains one challenge. 6-3.
Lost her balance as she played the winner, but she's all right. A big smile from G.Polii.
Serves over. 4-6.
Should really have been Maheswari's shot. She's the one coming forward. Yeah, no harm done. Thank goodness.
So 5-6.
change it. Change it. Play. Miyuki, play. Service over.
Well, it was early on in
7-5.
the opening game that G.Polii got called a fault for striking the shuttle above the waist. And she doesn't seem to have really settled on the serve since. She seemed to rush that.
Fault. Service over. 6-7.
Oh, here we have another one of those faults. I'm not sure, but we might get at that in slow motion as well. Let's see. Here we have it. Ah, that's close. That is close.
Play. Seven all.
She doesn't seem to like the flatter smashes quite so much on the defence, Maeda.
No, I've noticed that as well. And I think the Japanese pair really have to watch out now, because I think that the Indonesian pair, and especially G.Polii, will be able soon to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that will mean that she will really play more solid badminton and really stick to her guns and play whatever she can. And the Japanese pair will not get so many easy points.
Oh, it's okay.
On the other hand, if she can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, oh, this is going to be forever and ever and ever. She might make more mistakes, take more chances and so on. But I think Japan have to watch out now.
Missed it.
Service over. 8-0.
I don't think Maheswari saw the confusion here. I don't think she saw it. And that's what G.Polii is saying to her, you know. Did you see that? I think that's what they were discussing.
Yeah, good follow-up.
Eight.
Yes.
She's not happy with herself there, G.Polii.
Reika.
10-8.
This is actually quite a simple cover by Maheswari that she's missing. That cross court coming there, that should be a fairly simple shot to retrieve, but she missed it.
Service over. 9-10.
So 10-all. Who's going to have the
10-all.
advantage at the mid-game interval? This next rally will decide it. Landed in.
Service
1
over.
and 2.
11-10. Interval.
So it's the number 2 seeds, M.Meada and R.Kakiiwa, who have the 1 point advantage.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
ね、それじゃあ頭の中に入れてて、ね、ハーフから全部後ろ、ね、あとポジションもう少し前、
On court.
いい球してたポジションもう少し前で入れたらいい。ね、ディフェンスもしっかり。
11-10. Play. Miyuki. Service over. 11-all.
Yeah, it was a very
Service over.
loose defensive shot from
12,
Greysia
11.
and really got what it deserved.
But I think the strategy from the Indonesian combination is a little bit stronger in the sense that they, when they direct their attack and so on, they on many occasions direct it against M.Meada. And as we just picked up a little while ago, she does make more mistakes than Kakiiwa is doing, and I think they're really trying to add more pressure to Maeda if they possibly can.
Now look at Miyuki, hardly moving at the net there. I want to see more movement.
It's too easy to pass her.
Yeah.
That should be a winner. Oh, that's desperately lucky. But it should have been a winner for Indonesia.
13, 11. Quick.
I think they can hardly believe it.
Yeah, it's better variation on the attacking play.
Serves over. 12,
That one.
13.
Out wide of Kakiiwa. One down the middle, then switching it to the forehand defence of Kakiiwa.
All.
Oh, the Indonesian fans making themselves heard.
As usual.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? They
It
love
is.
their badminton.
They do. And
Yeah.
when you go and watch the Indonesian Open, if anyone loves badminton, go to Jakarta, watch it in June. It's a show. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good smash.
It is.
Yeah.
That's forcing the
Serves over.
mistake.
14, 13.
That's the one I like. Straight down the line. That set up opportunities.
It did, because so often they direct their attack through the centre of the court. I
Yeah.
would say 9 out of 10. Nice flick serve. That's going out, isn't it?
Didn't she touch it?
Serves
She
over.
touched it.
14,
touched it.
all. Not that
The
I
Japanese
saw. I didn't see that.
pair thought the same. The umpire
see
says
that.
he hasn't seen it. That, to me, Morton, was clearly it touched the shoulder or the racket.
I didn't
of
really see it. I didn't really.
Maheswari. There. Surely that shuttle changed direction. We'll get a better view from.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, three times.
Three. Goodness me.
Play.
Well,
First on the racket and then on the hand, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Twice.
well, that's unfortunate for the Japanese pair.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one.
Creating the ankle.
15, 14.
This match in progress, exactly 1 hour, and there's still desperately little between the two pairs. It's gone wide.
Serves over. 15 all.
I really don't know what kind of shot that was, in all honesty. I don't know what she wanted to achieve.
No, and women's doubles at this elite level is all about thinking 2 or maybe 3 or maybe even 4 shots in front of yourself. You really have to build the rally, as we've seen. You have such long rallies, you can't hope to win without playing with a real purpose
16,
each and every shot.
15.
Good judgment, gone long.
Serves over. 16 all.
Clearly long. Oh dear me, it's wide of the centre line.
Serves over. 17-16.
That is a wasted opportunity, wasted point. Was short. Why didn't she attack it? Oh, have the strings gone in her racket? That doesn't sound right, does it?
I think it's all right.
Miyuki's gone.
I think so, yes. She was also at the mid-game interval. She was really breathing very heavily.
Yeah, Indonesians really trying to isolate Miyuki.
And they've done that for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, they are again.
And that's why I say they have a game plan that's more distinct. And it works, and they stick to it.
Yeah, finally the error comes, and look at the body language of Miyuki. A bent double after the rally.
Yes, change it.
Yeah, she'd been isolated at the back of the court. She'd had to work and work and work.
But I think this is a mistake. Yeah, but look at this. This is a mistake. Polly is walking out of the court and changing her racket and all that. There's not a string gone or anything. And that sort of starts the whole break of all the players.
Yeah.
And they have one player that's totally down on her knees.
Yeah.
They should just be standing there waiting and then just say, okay, we're ready, we play, we're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Longest rally of the match.
And who is standing there now?
Yeah.
Meida is the last one to go on court.
Yeah. Oh, that's clever. Oh dear. Well, she tried to defend it, Maeda. It hit her partner.
18,
Shuttle
17.
bounced back at Maeda, and I think may have caught her in the eye. That could have been very, very nasty indeed. Take a look at this. Oh, yeah, it comes off her partner's racket, I think, and then bounces back into her face.
Yeah, just deflected too. It's not a proper shot as such.
Yeah. So now the Indonesians back into the lead.
That was a good option of serve to flick that one.
Player length, please.
Oh, what?
Coach.
Oh, umpire has spotted a violation from the coach. There is the Indonesian coach. He was obviously shouting instructions during the rally, and Bert van Horenbeek of Belgium heard it. He's called for the tournament referee. Referee Madame Isabelle Jovard of France.
I've already warned the Indonesian coach once. Now he's clearly talking through the rally again. So it doesn't stop. So yeah, well, it's not your problem, it's the coach problem. Yeah. All right.
Okay, well, that's quite clear. He's warned the coach once, and the coach is coaching during rallies. And of course, the rules of badminton say that the coach can shout out in between rallies and give instruction, but certainly not during rallies. That is a clear violation of the rules.
Play.
So play can resume. 18-17, the Indonesians having already won the first.
But this could be the lucky break for Japan. This break could be a lucky break for Japan. I'm not saying it will be, but it could be.
Giving Maeda a bit more rest, you mean?
Absolutely, they got the rest they might need it to pull through and attack this one and really get through and win the second game. I think they were on the brink of collapsing.
Yep. Service over. 18 all. Yeah, change it.
Well, the players allowed to go off court again, or certainly Maeda was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good smash straight down the line. Got to be aware of that.
Quickly.
Well, tournament referee has moved away. Oh, that's wild. That is wild. From R.Kakiiwa.
Service
My
over.
goodness me.
19-18. Late.
This is totally 2 against 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
The two Indonesians are playing Meida at any given time, and I think the Japanese really have to try to move Meida forwards and get Kakiiwa to work at the back, because this doesn't work for them. It's too easy to isolate Meida, and she's too willing to take it. That's what we saw here.
Now Kakiiwa's at the back.
That's
Nice,
it.
line it in. And no wonder the Indonesians celebrate, because they've earned themselves 2 match point opportunities.
20, match point 18. Quickly.
Once again, I just don't understand it. They won the very, very long rally. Meida is completely on the brink.
Yeah.
And it's
Physically.
match point. You just carry on.
Yeah. Isolating her again.
Yeah, but it's not only that. Obviously, the Indonesians are good doing it, but she's willing to be isolated as well. She have to play shots that can take her forward and partner at the back.
Yeah. Almost at walking pace.
She can hardly walk. That's a good shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quickly.
Oh,
Service
she's allowed
over.
to towel down once again.
19-20.
It was a brave save of the match point opportunity, the first of 2 match point opportunities for the Indonesians. But really, on match point, should a player be allowed this long, Morton?
Definitely not. Definitely not. It's 19-20. There might be just 1 point in it.
Now there's more rest as player is ordered to make sure that all of the kit is inside the kit box. I think that Maeda has actually hurt her back or something.
Play.
Yeah, well, G.Polii saying to the umpire that we need to continue. It's gone wide. It's 20 all. The 2 match points have been squandered.
20 all. Play.
So having saved 2 match points, now the number 2 seeds
20.
have a game point opportunity to send this to a 3rd and deciding game. Would you believe it?
Yeah, but try to notice they were 20-18 up, and they've been playing very patiently. They can see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. They can work it, and suddenly what have they done the last 3 rallies? Attacked, completely attacked, and made mistakes on it. They have made 3 mistakes now, and suddenly they're 21-20 down. And look at that. Now they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just 1 point, just 1 point. That's what they're thinking. Let's see.
Yeah, they've done it. It is 1 game all. Coming back from the brink. Saving 2 match points.
Second game won by Reika, R.Kakiiwa, Miyuki Maeda, 22-20.
Score confirmed by the umpire. 1 game all. An hour and 18 minutes into the match. And it is 1 game apiece. My goodness me.
相手もちょっと止まったりするからここからはもう勝負するやっぱり大きな喧嘩するし、ね、ちょっと単調にならないようにそれちゃんと気をつけて、ね、あとポリのところをもう一回ロングサーブもうちょっと上手にして、ね、逆に向こうも狙ってるからロングサーブもちょっとそれ意識もうちょっとしよう。ダメだったら無理しなくていいからドローって止めクリアのいいだからいい相手体勢崩してもう一回攻めたら逆に自分がチップで
colongan kalau pas bola-bola itu ya, terus berani aja bro ya.
One, 20 seconds. Towards 1, 20 seconds.
Miyuki on court
Okay.
now.
Well, I don't know if you caught that, but Van Horenbeck, the umpire, said Miyuki are back on court now, so he's well aware that she is in perhaps a little bit of physical distress.
Love all. Play.
So 3rd and deciding game. Number 2 seeds nearest to us from Japan. The Asian Games gold medalists. Well, they had those 2 match point opportunities.
Service over. 1
How
love.
they might regret those missed chances.
But I really think that the Indonesian pair lost their cool. They were 2018 up. I'm not saying it's easy to win when it's 2018, but they had a certain game plan and they suddenly deviated completely from it.
Yeah. Now, I've noticed something very, very interesting, Morten. The Indonesian coach is not at the back of the court. Now, I'm not sure, was he removed by the
Who's
tournament
coming in now?
referee? Oh no, he's coming back.
I think he went to go to the toilet. Who knows?
Well, there he is, he's back. All the tension perhaps a bit too much for him, but, you know, in that second game, Morten, there was a clear call by the umpire. He himself called the tournament referee and said, I've already warned the Indonesian coach. He's violating time and time again, even after the warning. And I'm just wondering, when I'm comparing to other sports, as to whether there should be a rule in badminton where the coach can be removed and sent away from equivalent terms of the dugout in football and sent to the stands and not allowed to be pitch side. It's, you know...
I must admit that, you know, being a coach myself, I've never been in a situation like that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know if there is a rule, but I'm certain there must be a rule. If you violate something, there must be a penalty somehow.
Yeah. Well, that's why I drew it to your attention, because play started for the deciding game. The Indonesian coach wasn't there, and I thought, I wonder if the tournament referee has discreetly, in the timeout between the second and the third game, removed him from courtside. But obviously that's not the case. But I think, in my humble opinion, he's perhaps very lucky that he's been allowed to stay.
Yes, and I think the ultimate penalty would be if the players are losing points.
So they're penalised for their coach's actions.
Yes. But I must admit, I really don't know whether there are rules like that.
3, 4. Serves over. 5-3.
Yeah, definitely wide. Oh, that's a missed opportunity.
6-3. Yes, change it.
That's once again one of these shots that can win or lose a match. Confidence.
I think she's got a stitch.
I think she's really suffering.
Because I think she keeps rubbing her torso.
Serves over. 4-6.
Yeah, didn't hit through the shot enough. Oh, that's a nice drop.
5-6.
There's some very tired-looking players out on court.
Yeah, it's no wonder, is it?
No.
They played very close to an hour and a half now.
Serves over. 7-5.
It almost seems like anyone who is attacking now is losing the rallies because they simply can't sustain enough precision in their shots and they make mistakes. But as I say, once again, Maeda is too easily isolated. And I think Kakiiwa really have to start taking over like what she did there. She's got to really start stepping in. That's out. Look at that. Look, once again, as soon as they start attacking, they make the mistakes.
6.
And it goes for both sides. It's not only one, it's just both sides.
Yes. No, go on court. You're taking too much time on court.
Well, that was quite clear from the umpire. Maeda asking if she could tell down, and the umpire saying, no, you're taking too much time. Get on to court.
Serves over. 8-6. What's the problem?
Oh my goodness, what's happened here?
What's the problem?
Oh, I think there's cramp.
I think she's got cramp, yes.
Or was it an ankle? Oh dear, I never like these situations.
Don't worry, it's not serious, it's just... But it's not good she's loosening
The ankle, the shoe.
That's no good.
No. Yeah, that's got to be cramp. That has got to be cramp, surely. Yeah, there was no fall, was there?
No, not
Oh,
at all.
no.
She's just standing there and say, okay, I
Yeah.
have to sit.
Yeah. Well, having said that, it was Maeda who was really struggling.
Yeah, suddenly one is falling.
Yeah. Well, it's just over the hour-and-a-half mark now,
Yeah.
this matching duration. And the player that we thought was almost out of it
Is still standing.
is still standing.
Line judge, get ready to mop the court. Just go on court already. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she's going to be jumping up too quickly.
Chances are she might.
I'm not sure she's going to be able to continue.
I think they will get her up, but I don't think she can play.
No.
I think she will be standing. I think she will be trying.
Now, Morten, just explain the rules to us. If a player has to retire from a match one day, can they play the next day?
Oh, you're killing me on these rules. I'm not really sure. I think in this kind of situation, I think she can.
Finished.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
yeah, it's all over. What a tragic way for this match to
Very sorry.
end. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
Well, she's okay, and that's
Nitya,
the main thing.
Krishinda, Maheswari retired. Match won by Reika, R.Kakiiwa, Miyuki, M.Meada, 18, 21, 22, 20, 6, 8.
So, an hour and 32 minutes officially before the match ended. And what a tragic way for that to all come to an end. Well, those two missed match point opportunities in the second game for G.Polii and Nitya Krishinda Maheswari. They obviously now will really regret those missed two match points, because it was the pair that were losing in the deciding game that have actually won the match. The number 2 seeds, Miyuki, M.Meada, there they are, and R.Kakiiwa, winners of that women's doubles in sad fashion. And still, Maheswari is left sitting on the court, and that's never nice to see an athlete who's going to be taken, I think, probably in the wheelchair. So a sad sight in the women's doubles. Maheswari in obvious distress.
And I don't think she will play tomorrow. If this is the case, I do not think she will play tomorrow. This is...
Now, surely there were other medics around or coaches who could have helped lift her there. Her women's doubles partner, G.Polii, being left to literally lift her partner into the wheelchair. So it must have been cramp, I'm absolutely certain of that. So once again, just to confirm that M.Meada and Kakiiwa, official winners of that women's doubles, 18, 21, 22, 20, 6, 8 in the deciding game. Yeah, she's in real distress. It will take a miracle to see her back on the courts once again for the rest of the Destination Dubai World Super Series finals. So just catching up with what else has happened in the women's doubles, the all-Chinese affair won by the world and Olympic champions Tian Qing and Zhao Yu.